this be one of the best moments of your life? You're listening to the Business Mirror podcast for a broader look on business with Senior Editor Dennis Estopase.
Good day, I'm Dennis Estopase, and welcome to Wednesdays with John Mangun, a podcast to be anchored by John Mangun, a columnist for the Business Mirror newspaper and who operates a website titled mangunonmarkets.com. Mr. Mangun will share with us one of the many pieces he wrote for his column titled Outside the Box, which is published every Tuesday and Thursday in the op-ed section of the Business Mirror. We hope you enjoy your Wednesday with John Mangun.
We need to put things in perspective. An estimated 400 million dengue infections occur worldwide each year, with about 96 million of those resulting in illness. According to the Philippine Department of Health, a total of 271,000 dengue fevers were reported from January to August 2019. Worldwide, more than 140,000 people died from measles in 2018, with 228 million cases of malaria, resulting in 400,000 deaths. The U.S. CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, estimates influenza cases in 2018 were associated with 35 million illnesses in the U.S. and 34,000 deaths. Nonetheless, all of that nonsense means nothing. The human cost of the COVID epidemic is incalculable, but the future tragedy is anybody's guess. Pick the prediction you think best, from no problem to zombie apocalypse, and you're going to be correct. One thing we can say with certainty is that the future of global trade has changed in the short term and maybe forever. Through the Industrial Revolution, two aspects of manufacturing created the modern world of the products that we use every day. These were interchangeable parts and the assembly line. Now, no one person is solely responsible for either of those techniques, and both were refined over time. Henry Ford likes to take credit for the assembly line process, but what he really did was improve the process in car production by moving the automobile past the workers rather than moving the workers from car to car. However, because of interchangeable parts and that men and women on the assembly lines were also interchangeable, global manufacturing is what it is today. Eventually, workers in 5 different factories speaking 5 different languages could manufacture parts which were then assembled into finished goods by workers in 5 other factories speaking 5 more different languages. The system made sense and helped build greater global prosperity. No longer did a country have to depend on its own natural resources. The Philippines used to make most of the global automotive wiring harnesses. But due to skill, luck, or maybe divine intervention, China became an important manufacturing hub for both finished goods and parts. The world never complained much, as China could be depended on to deliver. Nobody argues with the Beijing government. January 2020 changed all that. Now we are reading Hyundai Kia factories crippled in South Korea as parts suppliers in China remain closed. Hyundai Motor and its sister Kia Motors Corp suspended production lines in South Korea after it was hit with a parts shortage from China. Quote, iPhone shortages predicted to hit U.S. Ming-Chi Kuo, known by some as the world's leading Apple expert, said in an investor note that he would be lowering his production of Q1 iPhone sales by 10%. As I mentioned before, India relies on Chinese parts to manufacture its cell phones. Capital Economics writes, quote, "The impact of prolonged disruptions to Chinese manufacturing would be most damaging to Asian economies such as Taiwan, Malaysia, and Korea that are heavily connected to China via supply chains. Other vulnerable countries include commodity producers like Saudi Arabia, Chile, and South Africa. Manufacturing of both parts and finished goods can shift relatively quickly. Mexico has picked up the slack caused by the U.S. trade war with China. The Nikkei Asian Review reports that, quote, Honda Motors' major car parts supplier is to move its brake pedal production from Wuhan, China, to the Philippines amid the new coronavirus outbreak. However, the longer the virus outbreak lasts, curtailing Chinese production, the closer global manufacturing will look at ways, permanent ways, not to pull all of its eggs in one Chinese basket.
Thank you for listening to the Business Mirror podcast. For a broader look on business, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Business Mirror. Until next time.